Right. It is recording. So, hopping right in, guys, and I want to say hello. If you're watching this with me this evening, nobody's hopped on yet, but um, it's a little later than normal. However, I like to try to make sure everybody has time to kind of unwind, and hopefully they're still up, but the recording will be up of this. So, what I want to do for you guys today is to walk you through your Beachbody On Demand account. And I apologize in advance. I probably will cough a lot through this, and that's really aggravating for me, but I can't get rid of it right now, guys, and I'm sorry about that. However, I know a lot of you may still be waiting for your package, right? And some of you are really excited, really anxious, really nervous, don't know what to expect. And then there are going to be some of you who already got your package in and you're really nervous and have no clue what the heck's going on. And all of a sudden you got in these little containers and you're thinking, what did I get myself into, right? So here I'm just going to help calm everything down, rein you back in, and remember to trust the process. And this is a little bit of a process, and some people are going to catch on a lot quicker than others, okay? And that's okay. Everybody learns differently, and everybody does things differently. So hopefully by doing this video, it will help someone that needs to see things visually or talk through it a little bit more than just reading through a manual on your own. So what I'm going to do is go over what you're going to be getting in your package. Most all of you are having the all access, which means you can stream every single workout that we have, right? And you should have already been on your site to look it over. It is absolutely amazing. It is basically like the Netflix of workouts. We have everything at our fingertips. So what's really cool about this Zoom chatting here is I am going to get to share my screen with you, okay? So that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna push share screen right now. And if I click on desktop, here we go. Okay, this is my screen. And I'm trying to just move a little thing out of the way down here. Okay, so I'm pretty positive you can see my screen right now. What I'm going to do is, let's just go here and go to beachbodyondemand.com, okay? I want to walk you guys through this completely and make sure you are seeing everything you need to see. Now, the majority of the people in here are doing 21-day fix. We have a good portion doing 80-day obsession. If you're doing 80-day obsession, you have already been through 21-day fix, so you should be very familiar with Beachbody On Demand, so I'm not so worried as walking you through that. You definitely need to read the manual. I still need to read through the entire manual, but we're going to focus on 21-day fix because that is the basic, and that is the basis, like the core of kind of spreading out to every other program that we have anyhow. So I am already signed in here, as you can see, under Julia Overfield, but you would go ahead and sign in if you're not, okay? What's really cool about Beachbody On Demand first, before we just go into 21-day fix, is that you have the workout programs listed here, trainers, how it works. You can go to the Beachbody blog right here and the community. Really nice, different places you can go if you want to chat with some people, random, other people that have ordered things. Just a good chat area for you, okay? Now, you're going to see Challenge du Jour over here. You're going to get new workout programs. Any single time a bonus or a new program comes out, you're going to instantly have access because you have the all access. So that's really cool. 80-day Obsession launches on the 15th. Everybody will have access to that. If you think this is something you may want to try, definitely reach out to your coach, talk to me, let me know. We really have to go over your fitness level. It is an intense program. It is an advanced program. It is not for beginners. So if you're only just starting with 21-day fix, let's do at least 2 rounds and then kind of go from there, and you might be able to swing starting that one out at that point. But I just wanted to kind of scroll through in case you have not done this, just to show you how great this is. You have access to Clean Week, to a yoga retreat, to 21 Day Fix Extreme, T25. Shaun T is amazing. Now, what's really cool is we have Fixate, which is a cooking show over here. So definitely check that out. All of the foods and everything in there are really short videos, so it's not like you have to watch a half-hour cooking show. They really condensed it, and the foods are really great, guys, and just give it a shot. These things are all free when you get your all access challenge pack. So this is why when I was talking to most of you, I was like, this is what you need to do, guys. This opens up everything for you, and it's not you have to pick and choose and then you have to buy a new program or anything like that. This is all at your fingertips. Kids and family collection, my boys love doing this with me. If you have kids, you could totally get your daughter, if you have a daughter, doing country heat with you, or size, or there's just so many things, guys. So just please take time to go through here. Not too much, because we want to get focused on doing 21 Day Fix, but take time to go through here when you have it and really check out all the amazing things that we offer here, okay? So now, you've gotten these containers in the mail. You've gotten your bag of Shakeology. We went over Shakeology a little bit yesterday. I hope that helped you guys. I've also shared some recipes in the photo albums. Please check those ones out because you can see the picture of what they should kind of look like and, you know, really get a feel for that. Plus, I'm going to ask people in here to share their favorite recipes throughout the group. So we're going to have lots of opportunities to really nail down your favorite Shakeology recipes and things like that. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to click on 21 Day Fix, okay? Now, I want everybody, if this is your very first time doing 21 Day Fix, to keep your eating extremely simple. I am getting ready to share meal plans for, you'll see 21 Day Fix, you'll see some that say Core to Force, you'll see all kinds of different program names on it. However, I'm putting them in here for multiple reasons. Number one, some people will, like I said, catch on extremely fast, have no problems reading through programs, can do this kind of stuff in their sleep, and they're going to take these meal plans and they're going to use them as their own. They're going to be able to switch things around, and it's going to become like second nature to them instantly. Now, there's going to be other people like me who I may have been able to do that when I first started. However, I didn't want to because I really just wanted to focus on doing the workouts and doing the most basic eating I could. I didn't want to get overwhelmed. And that's where a lot of people make a big mistake in 21 Day Fix is they see me posting these recipes, they see me posting these meal plans, and they think they have to have a full calendar ready to go with all their meal plans, and they have to be trying all these recipes and plug it in and figure out where their containers go and all these things like that. And plus you have to look at the calendar for your workouts, and then you have to make your Shakeology, and then you have to do this and do that, and you have to get your water in. And then all of a sudden you're like, and you just freeze. This is why I do the preseason week. This is why I take the time to tell you guys it's okay. We're keeping it simple. You do not need to use these recipes yet. The recipes are there because everybody's at a different level in these groups. I don't want to hold anyone back. So I don't want to be like, I'm not giving anyone recipes because we're all doing this. No, some people will fall right into it and use the recipes. But what we'll do, we opened up 21 Day Fix, okay? Now, we'll click real quickly on Overview. You will see it's 21 days, 10 to 30 minutes, cardio, beginner, intermediate. That's where it falls under if you were to go searching for it. You have a program plan and a nutrition guide, all right? Now, what we're going to do is go to back to workout list, and I want you to see the workouts are listed here. Now, a lot of people are going to think, okay, there's the workout list. There's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just go the whole way down to the bottom and then start back up at the top. No, don't do that, okay? What you're going to need to do for any program that you're working with here is you're going to need to pull up your calendar. Now, the calendar is going to be under program materials. And excuse me for a minute, I'm just making sure no one's trying to get on here. Okay. So the calendar is going to be under program materials, but I wanted to show you this is the workout list that typically pulls up as soon as you hit your program, because that way you could just start workouts right away. Here are remix workouts. Here are upgraded workouts. They come with it, guys. You have access to all of this. And here's 21 Day Fix with no music in case you want to listen to your own and you don't have to worry about the volume and things like that. Okay? So now I will tell you that ironically, 21 Day Fix kind of follows pretty much Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it does repeat back up at Monday. However, I've made the mistake of going into a program and starting at the top on Monday. 4 days into the program, I cannot understand what is going on. How many more days of arms am I going to have to do? Yeah, I wasn't following the calendar. I was just doing the workouts. I did 4 arm workouts in a row. My arms were about dead. I pulled a muscle in my shoulder, and it's because I didn't follow the workout calendar. I just went from top to bottom. So always find your workout calendar for whatever program it is you're doing and print it out, okay? And if you can't print it out, if you don't have a printer, just get yourself a calendar if you have one. If you don't, draw some squares on a piece of paper, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know how to write out a calendar, and then just write down what you need to be doing. And what's really cool is you can put a Post-it note over those days and peel it off as you finish it, or you can have a big black marker or a red marker or a pencil or whatever and put a big X every time you finish it. You will just feel so much more satisfied when you finish your workouts. Hanging on the fridge is a good place. Hanging it on your bathroom mirror, somewhere where you're always going to be seeing it and you're always going to be looking at it. So we're going to go under program materials. Now you're going to see getting started. We are going to click on start here, okay? Now with 21 Day Fix, it's really, really simple. I actually have the paper copies because, before Beachbody On Demand came out, we actually send out all of these in the flesh here. So, but this start here guide is kind of like quick starting. You're going to follow your workout calendar. It's right there. You want to print it out. Now notice there's a doubles option, right? Your last week of the 3 weeks, okay? It's optional. You do not have to do the second workout, okay? I did not. My very first 2 rounds, I did not. I just did 1 workout a day, kept it 30 minutes a day, and we left it at that, all right? So you're going to have the option. Now, step 2. Now, if you're trying to lose weight, you're going to put your weight and you're going to just do the calculations here. It's very simple. Then you're going to figure out what plan you fall under, what container plan. Now, I fall under plan A, which means I get 3 veggies, I get 2 fruits, I get 4 proteins, I get 2 carbs, I get 1 dressing and salad and 1 healthy fat and 2 teaspoons, which would be oils and nut butters, okay? Find out what plan you're gonna be in, and when I share those meal plans with you, you can use those to help guide you to get ideas more than anything. And if you see a meal plan that you just love, of course you could just copy and just use the entire thing if you really want. But you figure out what plan you're in, and then you never worry. You see these calories up here? You never worry about them again. We are not counting calories. I do not want you to look at the back of packages and count calories. What I want you to look for on backs of packages, if you are picking up packages, because you really shouldn't be picking up many at all, we're shopping the perimeter of the store mostly, ingredients. That's our main thing. If you can't pronounce it, we don't want it. We're staying away from chemicals. We're staying away from preservatives. We're staying away from low fat. We're staying away from all that kind of stuff, okay? Now, when you go to use the containers, you can hide your video if you feel uncomfortable. Just say no when you hop on. There's a little thing to hide your video. When you go to use your containers, you're going to look at what plan you fall under, and then you're going to look at the food groups. And then there's also going to be tally sheets that you're going to be able to use if you would like to use them. And that we'll go through that in just a minute. But you'll see here that there's the tracker. This is probably one of the absolute most important things to do, is to take your weight, take your measurements, take your before and after pictures. I'll probably say it at least 15 times before the weekend is up, that you need to get your before and after pictures taken more than anything else. And there's going to be somebody in the group that doesn't do it. And there's going to be somebody in the group that is very upset that they didn't do it. And nobody wants to see themselves when they're not really happy with themselves in their pictures. And it's probably the last thing anyone wants to look at. Nobody wants to send these to their coaches. Nobody wants anyone to see them. If you don't feel comfortable sending them to me, because I will ask you to send them to me, then it's totally fine. I respect that. But I really want you to make sure to take them, because that's the only reason I really want someone to send them to me, is so I know that it got done. It's for no other reason than that. I'm not doing anything with the pictures. I would never use your pictures. I do use before and after pictures, but I've always have permission and, things like that. But it's really not for me. It's really, if you can just kind of find a way to suck it up and send your pictures off to whoever your coach is in this group, it's going to suck for most people and you're not going to like it. And I remember sending my before pictures in and I was like, I do not want her staring at my picture. But it was just that little bit of extra push that helped me say, I really have to do this. I really have to buckle down. I really want to commit to this program. So it's all part of a big process. And that's why I always try to have everybody make sure and understand why I want them to get the entire package when they're getting the all access on demand package, instead of just getting a program or just getting Shakeology or just getting one or the other. And I have people commit and invest in the entire package, because when you do so, greater chance that you're going to follow through versus somebody finding 21-day fix on Amazon and getting it for $50 and think they're going to come into a group and they're just not going to have as much drive as someone who actually got an entire package and has the whole support system. So it will be the most important thing you need to do. And that will need to be done before Sunday night. So just hopefully, please, 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 please get them taken. Now, what do you need for the workouts? For someone who is really, really, really low fitness level, I was at a negative fitness level, probably like a -2. I did not need 2 sets of weights my very first round, because I was that out of shape. I think I had a 3-pound set of hand weights and a 5-pound set of hand weights, but I only used the 3-pound mostly, and I think I did kind of bring in the 5-pound here and there, but just I can't tell you what ones are going to work well for you. If you don't have any at all, they're extremely inexpensive, especially at the low weight, like a 3-pound set of weights, they're like $3 a piece or something like that. So I would say go into the store and pick them up. If it feels like a feather, it's probably not going to be good enough, but you don't want something where you're straining either. So it's going to be trial and error, and you will bump up weights, especially after your first round. You should be ready to bump up to the next size weight. So just keep that in mind too. I would not recommend resistance bands unless you are familiar with using them and you like using them. They're really tricky, and they're more needed in the 21-Day Fix Extreme. And I just really think it's better to just use the hand weights. That's my personal opinion. So if that's all you have, or you can borrow them and that's what you're going to have, then fine. But otherwise, I would just say go ahead and just get some inexpensive hand weights. Borrow them from somebody. You'll be surprised who has some that they'll probably just give you. So, okay, we're going to go out of there. We're going to go to the tally sheets, okay? I just want to walk through every single thing so I can kind of address it at least. Now, tally sheets, totally your option. I do think there's a 21-Day Fix tracker app that you can download that people like to use, and it helps keeps track of their containers as well. So try using that out if maybe that's something you'd like. If you need it, you can print these out. They don't have to be in color. You can just copy it down. I never printed it out. I just took a piece of paper like this and just wrote down 4 red, 3 yellow, and I just put a tally mark every time I had one. So whatever you find works for you, okay? Make it fun, make it something so you know that you're getting your containers in and keeping track. Now, those are the printable tally sheets here. Here's your workout calendar, which we kind of already went through in the startup guide, but that's a little bit bigger here, okay? You can print that out if you'd like, or you can just copy it down. 3-day quick fix. We're going to skip that one, but obviously you can read that if you want to get ready in just 72 hours for a bathing suit or something, that's something you can look into. Now, we're going to go into the nutrition, and we're going to go into the food list real quick. These are all PDFs, so you can download them, you can print them, you can send them to Office Max and go pick them up. Tomorrow, I will be sending the 80-day obsession nutrition guide or eating plan or whatever it is, and in mine, and I'm going to be sending it to Office Depot because I don't want to print that many out of my home, and I'm just going to go pick it up there and pay for it and have it. I just really want to have it physically so I can scratch off things and make notes and stuff like that. For me, it just works better. So you can do that as well. But here's a food list. You can see you have a lot to choose from, okay? So don't get overwhelmed thinking you're just going to be eating a salad and you're just going to be eating like asparagus all day. It's not going to happen. You have a lot to choose from. But I wanted to tell you about your containers. The containers at the very top half of the list, the higher on the list you go, the more nutrient dense, the better they are for you. And even though all of these are 21-day fix approved, those foods that start getting towards the bottom of the list are the unhealthier, not really, but those are the ones that are not as nutritious as the ones at the top. So if you're someone who is really buckling down and you really want to get extremely great results, you want to try to stay at the very top of the list as high as you can. If it's your very first round, guys, give yourself some grace, okay? There's no need to come in here and try to stick to the very top 4 food groups of all of these containers and be miserable. I enjoyed it. I used the entire realm of the top to bottom and everything in between, and I just had a really good time with it. So you'll see off to the right here, you have free foods. That's going to be your vinegars, mustards, herbs, spices, ginger, green onion, a lot of spices, a lot of things like that. The water bar, lemon and lime juice. What I like to do, and I showed you in the video of me making the salad, was I don't use salad dressing hardly ever. I will just take the yellow mustard over meatballs, over turkey burger, whatever, and when I chop that up, mix it up, that becomes my salad dressing. So it's just an idea. It's just a way for me to, save my other containers for things that I would rather have. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this one. And that was the food list. So let's check on the exclusive online toolkit. I'm not sure what this is. I don't remember. Okay. Oh, this would probably really help you out here. This is stuff from Autumn. So she's giving you calorie, she's doing the unboxing here. That's probably really good, and it's going to help you go through your unboxing and things like that. Here's this downloader tracker app that you can do that I was telling you about. Okay, 21-day fix for beginners. Definitely, guys, read through this. I didn't even realize this was here. I never really looked through this folder for whatever reason. All right, eating plan, okay? This is really important. What I'm going to tell you right now, I want you to make a mental note of this, okay? Remember simple at the beginning. This is what I followed for the very first 2 rounds of 21-day fix, and I probably did a solid 8 rounds of 21-day fix. I don't know if I did them in a row. I might have done extreme somewhere in there, but I did 8 full rounds before I moved on to some other stuff, and I've done it since, but let's see. Getting started, I want you to see here to go down under getting started. It says Beachbody Headquarter Eating Plan, okay? Page 12. That's where we're going to go. We're not even going to look at anything else right now. We're going to find page 12, right? There's 11, there's 12. This right here is what I followed to a T for a solid 2 months. And I also fed my family around this as well. So, guys, I have a husband. I have 3 little boys. Now, I am a little more strict than a lot of parents. I mean, not a lot, but I mean, I don't make a ton of different foods for everybody, okay? I don't it, sometimes they go to bed hungry is what I'm telling you. And they're not starving, but they go to bed hungry. They are allowed to have a piece of fruit before bed if they didn't like their dinner, or even if they did eat their dinner. Doesn't matter. But I just want you to know this can be done with kids, okay? So I'm going to go down to right here, okay? Now, this layout is set up for plan A. The only difference you're going to do if you're not plan A and you're plan B or plan C or plan D is figure out where you're going to add in the extra containers that you've gotten, because that's what happens when you go up in brackets. You get more to eat. 7 a.m., okay? 7 a.m. for your breakfast. You want to choose a red protein, a yellow carb, and a purple. You have 3 options there. You can have hard-boiled eggs, oatmeal, apples, or yogurt, cereal, blueberries, or turkey bacon, whole grain bread, strawberries. What other option do you have there? You can mix and match those, guys. You don't have to have those 3. You could do hard-boiled eggs from the first group, cereal from the second group, and strawberries from the third group, okay? That actually is a lot of choices when you start mixing and matching them up, as long as you're getting a red, a yellow, and a purple. There's your breakfast. Ta-da, no-brainer, you're done. Your snack, choose one. Choose one. That's it. Now, I will say, don't just use water. Use the unsweetened, as we talked about, cashew milk, coconut milk, almond milk, okay? And always add cinnamon if you love cinnamon, because it's going to help it. And you can switch. You can flip-flop. You can do your snack for breakfast and your 7 a.m. breakfast for the snack slot. Do you see what I'm saying? Because some people maybe want to have their Shakeology, do their workout, and then eat breakfast before they go. Like, that's okay too. The point of it is, these are very simply laid out meals, okay? Use it. I don't eat fish. There's salmon, so I would just use chicken, okay? There's your snack options. Here you go. Super easy. So that is my main thing. Stick with Pay 12 and keep it simple, okay? How do you make this kid friendly? Well, I mean, for my kids, they're not going to eat hard-boiled eggs here, but they will eat scrambled eggs. And I will make them regular oatmeal. I don't buy that oatmeal that already has all the stuff in it. I actually had some of it somehow. And what I did was I made some apple cinnamon oatmeal, and then I made plain oats, and I mixed the 2 together to really cut that sugar in half. And they still liked it. And that is how I got them to start eating Greek yogurt. I would take that flavored yogurt, and I would take Greek yogurt, and I would start cutting it, and I would start cutting it little by little, more and more and more and more and more. And eventually their taste buds got used to not all the sugar and all the stuff in them. Okay. So I'll be sharing tips like that for kids and stuff. I mean, now this is just going over all the containers and everything like that. That was basically what I wanted to touch base on with you. Let's see right here. I can go over your blue containers, orange containers. We can go a little more in detail into the containers later. I just wanted to touch base real quick. And I wanted to tell you, as far as containers too, for some people this may seem like a lot of food, and it is. If you are trying to get your food and you're finding it very difficult, like it's just too much, there's 2 things I want to tell you. Number 1, you have to eat more or you're not going to lose weight. Okay, it's hard to imagine. It's a brain game for a lot of people. A lot of people cut back on calories, and they're, and they just don't eat as much as they should be, and that slows your metabolism down. So try your very best to get your containers in. If you feel like you're having trouble with it, first off, reach out to the group and let them know whatever post we happen to be on for the day. And I'll see it. Another coach will see it. We will give you tips. You can hide raw spinach in your Shakeology. Lots of ways you can hide food in lots of things, guys. Just remember, though, even if you're doing all that stuff and you still can't get it in, you've got to cut out your yellow containers first. So don't think, well, I can't get all my containers in. I'm going to skip a couple green today. Okay? It's really important. Your protein and your greens are the most important. There should be no ifs, ands, or buts on whether or not you're getting those in. Those are our non-negotiables, okay? And then you're going to be working from there. So you're going to be doing your proteins and your greens. And then, of course, sneaking in some pumpkin seeds or something like that on top of a salad, or just blending it in your Shakeology, some cashews or something like that. You can always get seeds in. Same with your healthy fats, like guys, avocados or hummus. You can blend avocado in your shake if you're having trouble getting a blue in, and it really just makes it a little bit creamier, a little bit it doesn't even change the taste really at all. I don't like to blend it in my Shakeology because I want to eat it. So, but for someone having trouble getting it in, perfect way to do it, okay? I'll touch base real quick with you guys on beverages, okay? Yes, you're allowed to have wine. Let's not do that, okay? Let's not do that for 3 weeks. It's 3 weeks, guys. Everybody cannot have alcohol for 3 weeks. And I'm definitely not saying anybody has any kind of issues or anything if you can't go without alcohol that amount of time. Maybe you just really genuinely enjoy it that much. Just do it for 3 weeks, okay? Give it to yourself. Give this gift to yourself. I would say, for me, there is no need to be drinking your containers. That's just my opinion. So I would say the beverages there, you don't need them, okay? Water, water, water. Unsweetened tea. You can always add a little bit of honey. If you want to add sweetener, you want to use Truvia. If you have coffee, try adding unsweetened almond, coconut milk, or cashew milk, and a little bit of honey. Okay. And I'm sorry, my nose is itchy. I'm coughing. I'm a hot mess. I really apologize. But add that unsweetened cashew or coconut milk or almond milk or something like that. Get rid of the creamers and try a little bit of honey, okay? And honey is not free, but we can make an exception if you're doing a teaspoon in your coffee or something like that. Get your water in. We've talked about this in the group. Now the treats. 3 times a week, you can replace a yellow container with a treat, okay? Typically, I like to do the chocolate covered raisins, the Raisinets. Get the dark chocolate ones, okay, not the milk chocolate. And why I like that is I got to fill this up, and that was actually a lot of Raisinets. The tortilla chips, I hardly got any out of it. So what I like to do is what isn't a treat, our corn tortillas is a yellow. So I would just be having corn tortillas for dinners and stuff like that. So the banana oatmeal cookies, those are really good if you want to try making them. There's a lot of cool recipes, that you could try making that stuff like that. So you can substitute for the wine, and it's 4 ounces, guys. So it's like a couple sips, and it's really like not worth it. I don't know. My mom did 21-day fix, and she was like, this is not worth it. This is all I get, 4 ounces of wine 3 times a week, and you don't want to have them on the same day. She was like, forget this. This is a waste. She's like, I would rather have some dark chocolate chips. And, I agreed. So here's your free foods. We've kind of talked about that. Mixing up waters. Let's see. I'm going to go now. I'll share some seasoning recipes for you. There are a lot of cool recipes in this guide as well. So make sure you read this front to back, guys. Just read it. It's going to be your Bible for a while. And once you get used to this, you won't need it. You'll only reference it every once in a while. But now here's the thing. Restaurants, okay? Eating out on the 21-day fix. Try your hardest not to do it. Okay. If you're going to eat out, drink your Shakeology before you go, and then just go and literally have like grilled chicken and a salad or something really simple that you don't have to try to figure out these containers right here. I don't want this to be your nemesis. I don't want you to see this and go, oh, I can eat cheese pizza. Oh, I can go out to eat vegetable lo mein. Oh, I can have, you know, um, I can have sushi. I don't want you to see this and start that way. Uh, this is really where you just buckle down and say, hey, we're not going out to eat this week, guys. We're going to stay home. We're going to save money. We're going to make pizzas we're going to make pizzas ourselves and out of whole wheat English muffins or something of the sort, things like that. So I would just suggest not doing it. And that's pretty much it for now. I think I'm going to cut it because I want people to make sure and watch this. Just go through. There's some really simple recipes here that you can add into that headquarter plan. If the FAQs is going to answer a lot of questions for you, facts and questions here. So there's a few. There's not a lot, but if you have anything specific, let me get out of this screen share. Stop. Pause share more. Oh gosh, I can't ever remember how to get out of this thing. Stop screen share. Oh, there we go. Okay. So if you have any more questions for me or anything like that, I hope that helps guide you a little bit. I hope that helps make it a little bit easier to understand what's going on here. I touched base on a lot of the things I wanted, and if there's something I forget, I'm definitely going to make sure and get to you before the end of the weekend. I kind of like to do this call on a Sunday night, but I do know there's football coming up. A lot of people will be celebrating that. I don't want to try to disrupt your weekend too much, so I figured doing this, and you can definitely catch this recording sometime over the next couple of days when you have some time, even just even if you only have to do 10, 15 minutes at a time to get it all in. So this is probably the most important video that you're going to want to watch if you're brand new. And I'm saying this at the end of a video, so hopefully you watched me to the end. But I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for hopping on. I'm sorry I'm a little bit of a hot mess right now. I'm trying not to cough really bad, so as soon as I get off here, I'm probably going to cough for like 10 minutes. But I'm looking forward to sharing some meal plans and helping you guys crush some goals. So let's do it, guys. I will talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye.